Rabbi Herzog Street at the moment and exploring this beautiful city over here. So friends, enjoy, sit back and let's explore this country of Israel over here. Now first of all, there's a long street called Herzog over here and a lot of content over here, a little Bible area over here. You can see the beautiful scenes. You can see a beautiful tree over here. As we explore, you can see the archaeology of Israel, friends. A lot of archaeology of biblical Israel here. This is a very famous area. As we're going to explore this famous road of Nahar Dan over here, which links different parts of Beit Shemesh up to the entire country. Over here, it's the archaeological part over here. Now friends, over here, right on my left, we have a massive school called a girls' school called Orot over here, Beit Shemesh. It's a large school. We're going to walk past there in a minute. Famous school. Also, one of the earliest schools in this city of Beit Shemesh. Orot Banot. Orot is like a light. So the daughter's light, you could say. It is translated as. You've got big field area. We're surrounded by fields here and archaeologies all over this specific area, respectively. The school is on my left of Orot. It's like a more modern Orthodox religious Jewish school over here. It's on our left hand. Wow, got the biblical hills and the fields of Israel over here, right next to me. As we go into like a key area here inside this city. You can see it's a highway linking up many different high roads over here. The school itself is a very large school. You can see the rocks, the archaeology of Israel. A beautiful roundabout here. But we don't get to walk around this specific area per se so often. If you go the other way, it goes to another part of Beit Shemesh straight on. So there is a lot to actually intake over here, friends. And we're going to see some beautiful views here of Israel as we walk along. Over here, once again, some more archaeologies. So roundabout again. And the plains of Israel. So if you go straight on, maybe we'll do a separate tour another time. Okay. If you cross the road, they've got, there's a boys' school over here also. There's a youth centre on my left over here, friends, called the Picciotto Youth Centre. Donated by the Picciotto family. They do designate a lot here in Israel. Maybe that's what we can say. The two classes over here. Well, beautiful roundabout here. As we're going to go around to the Nahar Dan area and explore Israel, this beautiful country, here on this fantastic Thursday morning. This is the Nahar Dan Street, as you can see on my right. And this is a highway. There's different famous roads. So this links up many different areas. Some beautiful trees here. You can see the cranes are doing building works over here. As we explore Beit Shemesh like a community here. I think they've got a synagogue over here because it's giving the Arvit, the prayer times over here. Baruchim haba Beit Knesset Darkei Avot over here. This synagogue is called Darkei Avot, which means the ways of our Avot. So it states over the different times of prayer services on the bulletin board there, flashy bulletin board. And we don't really come to this area to walk around so much per se, so it's good. Now, what's interesting, you've got a small well here. This is really cool. I'm not sure what this is. This is maybe part of the school over here, right on my left. As this is the main highway, and once again this links up to various different areas all over this beautiful city, friends. Over here. I think there's a boys' school over here, if I'm not mistaken. There's a hut system here, if I'm not mistaken. I think if you go right towards it, it goes more towards the ultra-Orthodox area here of the city. We've got people farming at the moment and doing agriculture as works in of itself. I'm not sure what's going on, some planting and seeding. Nothing like planting in the land of Israel. Now you've got another school here, Beit Shemesh over here. I'm not too sure if this is also connected to Orot, but the boys one. Now if you go up there, there's a more ultra-Orthodox area also. So we're coming in where two different communities are bordering together over here. That's something I'll point out. Okay. If you go down there, you've got the highway over here, and there's some beautiful views of biblical Israel if you go straight up over here. Over here, the plains of Israel. We were walking this land for thousands of years. You can see it in the oncoming traffic. There's some caravans surrounding here and some buildings, but wow, there's some graffiti work on the wall over there. We're not going to go all the way straight up. You can see Israeli flags as you go down there in different buildings. Let's just walk down here a little bit. Buses going all over the country over here. That's something I'll point out. Friends, anyone tuning in, we are touring around the city of Beit Shemesh, in the main Beit Shemesh area of Rabbi Herzog Street, and various different schools, views of Israel, and communities of Israel coming in one shape and form over here. So I think these caravans might be small yeshivot or synagogues, I'll have to point out. I think they're doing a building project work over here. There's some nice Israeli flags just over there. Just we'll have a view over here of the plains of the city. We can get, wow, surrounded by caravans. This is the other side. So we're just going around. Maybe we can get even a better view over here. The plains of Israel, the scenes of Israel, nothing like it. You can see the Israeli flags, the stone. Yeah, I think they're building a big school here, if I'm not mistaken, but I'll have to double check on that as we're going to come into views territory over here in Israel. It's a main highway, and this is called the Talmud Torah Skoria or something. I don't know how to pronounce it per se, but we're right bordering on the field, so I think it's a Hasidic school, to be honest with you. But now, wow, over here, if you go down here, we're going to have a picturesque view here of the plains of Israel, which is amazing. Okay, beautiful. Look at the plains of Israel and the views of Israel over here. Surrounded here. Let's just continue walking, friends, over here as we're exploring this beautiful city of Beit Shemesh over here. It's actually a very nice day of weather. That's something I will point out. Let's get to the other side of the road and explore more of this area. On the other side, you get more of a view, a central view, large highway. Some very interesting graffiti over here work. Here in Israel, we don't see this too often. You can see the schools over here. The building, very interesting. Check that out, friends, over here. Anyone tuning in live, we're in the city of Beit Shemesh, quite near bordering two different areas of the city, as we explore this beautiful city here. It's an old style tree of Israel right in front of me, the other way. Now the view of the buildings, more modern buildings at the moment. As we border various different areas of this beautiful city. Friends, anyone tuning in live, please subscribe to the channel. We are touring all over this beautiful country of Israel. Now this is where we just came from, friends. Let's get another view. So you've got a nice private entrance here. And another road here, this is another area. Rabbi Herzog Street over here, friends. Over here. We happen to be in Rabbi Herzog Street. You can see some large balconies here and some large houses. Let's just go up a little bit here before we come back to the other area. Nice, lovely Israeli flag. This is in the city of Beit Shemesh, anyone asking or wondering. This is Rabbi Herzog Street. Actually a nice smell at the moment. As you can see just down there doing some building works. Just to explore the plains of Israel. We've got another view of the roundabout here. As we'll just head back towards where we came from, over here. So we're investigating, there's so many biblical connotations to Beit Shemesh, as I've stated on various occasions. For King David and Goliath, they fought near Beit Shemesh, the plains of Beit Shemesh. A famous story in the book of Shoftim, in Samuel, I believe. I'm not sure if it was in Shoftim or Samuel, maybe towards the end of Shoftim, where the Aaron HaBrit, the Aaron HaKodesh, the covenant of Brit, was returned to Israel, and miraculously by cows that happened in the plains of Beit Shemesh. We also visited on this channel Tellstone, also known as Kiryat Ye'arim, also on a previous occasion here in this series, and we toured all over there. So we've got the school over here. Just coming back from the other way, this is where we came from originally. They're doing building work, so you can get another nice view of the city. Friends, as we are walking, friends, all around Ramat Beit Shemesh, or you could say the border of Ramat Beit Shemesh, Bet and Beit Shemesh itself respectively, over here. The two specific different areas at the moment. So you can see over here the schools, and the archaeology of Israel all over. You've got a large school here and a lot of just archaeology all over different places at the moment, which is absolutely breathtaking. So these roads converge over here. See more happenings. Once again, the youth centre, which we just came from. We will have a quick sneak peek at the other road. It's Nahar Dan Boulevard, where we just came from. Let's just go inside the other road. You can see the hills of Israel. Wow. There's a lot of building works going on over here. It's just another view here. If you go inside, specific areas. Friends, anyone tuning in live, welcome to our community where we travel all over Israel. Welcome, and please subscribe to the channel. You want to see Israel? This is a place to be. Look at that, it's a picturesque entrance to a road. There's a row of trees here. And plenty of archaeology. Once again, this was a hill we just came from. It's actually a very, very good exercise, it is. It's keeping me fit. Maybe we'll go for a short drive just up the road also. Once again, the plains. I know, especially in the Scheinfeld area, there's some beautiful parks and beautiful spots. So I think this must be about the 60th or 70th tour we've already done in this city, which is very, very interesting. So we have to point out. So back again, we're right outside the Orot Bonot School. Happens to be Thanksgiving Day here in America. But to be honest with you, we follow here the Jewish holidays. Okay. Okay, so on my right there's the school here. It's the girls' school. I think they're doing a fair over here today inside the school. It's just the entrance, Beit Sefer Fayis. That's why a lot of the places are called over here. We'll just go for it as a treat